This gonna be tarot love reading. If I can get any cards out, you guys. What a nice recharge. Sitting here listening to the thunder gods, thinking about those river of blessings and those releasings. You can start releasing some of those intentions and releasing whatever you need to release come September 10th. But warning, all intuitive readers are warning, we are going into Mercury retrograde. Okay, so that'll happen the day after the full moon. And if you're not feeling this void, of course, moon, which let's see what happened today. From 5:43 p.m. until 12:11 in the morning. But also too, you got angelic assistance. That's very nice, divine guidance and loving support. So yes. Alright, let's shuffle these up a little bit. I think one more would be good. 22. The year of 6. You guys. That's too many cards. So we also have courage, hostilities, and adjustments. But what I'm looking for is just one card right now. Because I want to read something out of the book. I feel like we have angels and angel feathers with us. Sometimes we find mysterious messages from the universe. And I feel like the temple goddesses may have one for us. There it goes. Thank you, Spirit. So, power over difficulty. And it's got 32. That's your overall energy. Ooh. Some weird stuff going on in this picture. If it falls down, I don't know, you guys. Okay, so we have the number 10. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see this okay? Let me pick this up a little bit. You guys, our cards fall. Ooh, so Spirit Speaker just says scientist. So I want you to focus on the word scientist as well as sacred breath and sound. A life force and communication. So we've already called on our angels. We've called on spirit. We've called on, I feel like we've called on water elements. Air involving the thunder and the sounds and sacred breathing, you guys. Are y'all controlling your breathing? Are you taking a moment to breathe out? Are you doing those breathing exercises as well as 10? So like a lot of times what happens is when we hear a number repetitiously, it can kind of like, it could send us signs, you know, like it can make you feel some way. So when I see the number 10, what does it make me think of? Well, the number 10 makes me think about October. It also, again, like you have to really go back to the basics. And of course, so that if you go to these impossible. So again, so impossible, I feel like there's a new beginning here. So 1, 0. So 1 being your starting point. Okay. Like everybody's lined up. They're on the track. They're beginning to get this race, but we're all running the same race here. And again, like, okay, so not looking at things in a circular, but more of like an oval shape. So there's things that, like, again, that bring birth, you know, bring life. You think about the egg and not having to walk on eggshells, and you know, the incubation periods, and those moments when you can actually, again, we saw releasing. So again, like running, like sometimes there comes to a point in our lives where there's nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide. So where do we go when we're seeking out soul advice? A lot of times we turn to each other because we want to find something, you know, that will sit well in our soul. And like, again, when things seem impossible, those things which keep you looking forward. Those things that you do want to see for your future. What do you want to see in your future? Who do you want to see in your future? Where would you like to see yourself at in the future as well too? So again, with those new beginnings, those awakenings, don't feel like, you're just running in circles. Again, looking at it as a point of life. You could either be inside this circle, or east of this circle, west of this circle. Again, even in a prayer circle or a powwow, or, again, you guys. So, it's not about who wins the race. It's about who runs the race. Okay, you guys? So, and then let's see what the book has to say about the sacred breath and sound of life force and communication as well, too. So that's the number 10. And then also, too, 1010 is an open portal for truth revelations. A lot of times you'll hear about the star formation in Sirius, the Lion's portal, the Lion's gate, you guys, within our solar systems. Okay, so this priestess of the breath of life brings the light of the dolphin to you. This important totem has long been a symbol of the life force embodied in breath, movement, and sound. This card is telling you to bring the dolphin's easy flowing pattern to the breath of your life force at this time. So you can just kind of picture the dolphin kind of going up and down within the waves. Okay, you're not really trying to crash into the shore unless you're saving somebody and bringing them up to bay. Okay. Healing is available to you now on both the physical and personal levels. Deep breathing can relieve stress, initiate, and accelerate healing, and raise the resonant vibration of your chi, or life force. So, if there's a physical issue or personal pattern you want to resolve, spend some time in deep breathing and meditation, and let yourself feel the fluid, peaceful influence it brings to your body and your life. Another sacred energy heralded by this card is the resonance of sound. Dolphins have a special way of communicating, sending out clicks and responding to their reverberations. This card is calling your attention to how you communicate with yourself and others. The aqua blue colors on the card reinforce the importance of this message. Vibrating with the energy of the 5th or throat chakra. So, starting from the bottom up, moving your way up to the center of your body, all the way up from green to blue. All right, so the aqua blue colors it describes here on the card reinforce the importance of this message, vibrating with the energy of the 5th or throat chakra. It's your soul's directive to honor your self-expression. If you find it difficult to speak up, start by venting your difficult feelings in your journal. This healing process leads to a greater courage of expression in the future. It's time to share your feelings, voice your request, and honor your right to speak out. Take a deep breath and practice communicating openly with others. The resonance of your breath and sound will soon move your life forward with the freedom fluidity, and sparkling joy of the dolphin's magical energy. I never really liked dolphins, you guys. I don't know, you guys, because it's like a mammal that lives in water, but I don't think of it as a whale. So I don't really care for dolphins that much. I've seen dolphins and stuff. I don't see what's so spectacular about dolphins, besides that people eat them. But so affirmation is, I breathe deeply and express myself. My sound and my breath are sacred to me. All right. So very good. Very good. Hey guys. That was very, what did we have? Power over difficulty and reclaiming your power. So it looks like shit's been real. And starting back at the basics, you guys. So we got that taken care of. We understand what the number 10 means. And I think what's really important is not so much the 0 that's in that, but paying attention to the 1, okay? But yeah, we did start off with the temple goddess. Let's see what tarot has to say. You guys, I have a little bit of shake on my table, so forgive me. And a lot of times too, like again, can I point out green again? Because it's very important that we don't base our feelings off emotions. What do I mean by that? It means think with your brain and think with your heart, and you have to have those aligned, okay, together. And that's the way, the most popularly way. Don't do things off of emotion, okay? Because sometimes we feel like we have to react. And then like later on, you'll have to apologize for it, because sometimes we'll react in some crazy ways. And as soon as I said that, the Fool came out. So that 0 is wanting to come back out. So I feel like somebody here is really like 100. There really is a whole 100, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse. Like, you're ready to take on anything that's going on, okay? Because like at this, I feel like this sword, her stave here, her wand here, anything that she holds in her hand, could you would watch out. You would stay out of the way. Don't go nowhere near. Like, she really wants her privacy. Like, just a 6-foot pole, and nobody should come close within this 6-foot pole. That's how I feel here. Like, she's been fighting everybody that's going on. She's got the 2 wolves in, the 2 hungry wolves that will fight each other and do whatever they have to do for their soul to be fed. And it feels like she's feeding her wolf. You know what I'm saying? She's taking care of her spirit animal as well too. Reaching out to nature. She's holding this flower, which looks like it could be something poisonous though at the same time. So you would really have to watch out for this lady, okay? And yeah, see, look, the 7 of Cups. Again, you guys, Jerry Springer shit here, because you cannot make this shit up. This right here, this 7 of Cups, this means trickery. Watch out for whatever they got inside those cups, because you don't never know what they're serving up, you guys. Again, so I feel like this is somebody who keeps their house really clean though. Like, they have their own type of OCD as well too. Again, just because you can't see what she's fighting, okay, so we all have those spiritual paths that we have to take, and sometimes we have to deal with the choices that come in life, and then sometimes we have to deal with not having any choices. Okay, so then it's like all this stuff, like, so like you see how it's spaced, like, so watching those patterns and paying attention to today's number. So what is today's number, you guys? If you've been following the channel, if you kind of know about anything, you really have to break these numbers down. Today is August 31st, 2022. Okay, we already said 2022 was the year of 6. So 6 plus 8 is 14, right? So 14 plus 12. Plus 4. Okay? So plus 4. So 4 plus 8 is 12, right? 12 plus 6 is 18. So today's number is actually 9. You can, like, every day you can write these numbers down. You can have a pattern 1 through 9 every day. Pay attention to those patterns, okay? And your family and your family tree as well too, okay? Because a lot of times when I see these branches here, okay, it reminds me of, like, you want to go grab onto something and there's nothing there to hold on to. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you can't really see what somebody's battling, and we all fight our demons. So again, like, sometimes this could be just the universe too. The universe can have open options for you as well too. And you're standing back and you're kind of like, well, what do I really go with at this time? You know, I do see that mushroom here, you guys. If y'all are using mushrooms to heal, I don't know a lot about mushrooms, but just be careful when you do touch them, because a lot of them can be poisonous to your skin, as well as, like, if you consume them. But there are safe mushrooms that you can consume, okay? Just, again, whatever, the doctor orders, okay, you guys? So, don't allow anyone to be pulling on your chain, yanking your berries away from you. Again, a lot of times when you see this wreath here, it's like a open-ended, a conversation that you can have with someone, but it's also celebration as well too, you guys. So be a reminder too that life sometimes throws us some nice surprises as well too. Like, this is like graduation. This is some type of, like, happy ceremony. Again, you guys, there's a lot of, just think of the things like those happy ceremonies in your life, like people coming together, family coming together, traditions, as well as, again, like achieving some type of big reward for your work. And like, a lot of times we don't get noticed. Again, everybody has seen the dragon, okay, you guys? So just kind of pay attention to the 7 of Cups when you are dealing with the cups, okay, as well too. You're within that water element, your Pisces, your Scorpio, and as well as, come on, Cancer is that other one. You guys, when I see the yellow, there's a lot of yellow in here. So you guys kind of like to be around in areas that bring about peace. Like, you really have to have that time, that solitude in nature as well too. Again, like, she's standing on the cliff here. She or he, we don't know, because again, traditions change over time. So that's not really her. Clothes are not really important. His clothes are not really important. I'm thinking, just going with this Queen of Swords, there's some kind of divine feminine energy here too. But you are inviting this beautiful fire element as well too. Water, that's good. I feel like it's more like, even though like there's been some fighting going on here, some opposition as well too, I feel like there's still like y'all really brought in some peace or something here, because with this fire and water, most of the time, that's the way to put the fire out, is use the water. You guys, sometimes our oceans catch on fire. Again, like, that's, like, I see the spewing here that's going on sometimes, whatever that could be. Again, and we were talking about the breathing. So those areas too, like, actually smelling the air, like, I'm talking, but I'm like trying to breathe too at the same time. But like, if I don't pay attention to some of these things, how would we even know those things are even really happening? Okay, you guys. So yeah, I don't know how far you are out there in the universe, but this does seem like somebody who's been learning with this color yellow here as well too. But yellow is supposed to be a color of, like, happiness, sunshine, bright atmospheres. Again, maybe slow down a little bit, maybe been fast paced in here a little bit through life as well too. Maybe that's why you still got your sword up here with this Queen of Swords as well too, you guys. When you deal with the sword, you're also dealing with in that air element. Fire, of course, is your Leo, your Aries, and also, I always do this, Sagittarius, you guys. I apologize. I heard something about Sagittarius today too, and I wish I could remember what it was. There was something I heard. I'm sorry, you guys, but Sagittarius is the one with the bow and arrow, and their birthdays are 11/22 through 12/21, and I do have Sagittarius videos up as well too. This reading will be for Aquarius though. Aquarius's birthdays are 1/20 to 2/18. Okay, you guys. And again, Aquarius too is within that air element. Anytime you see the swords, and also too, we have Libra and Gemini in there as well too, you guys. So, but thank you for the backup. I really appreciate that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. The Hangman has a number of, let me see, this is, I think, X is 10, right? 10, 11, 12, you guys. So 1 plus 2 equals 3. So just kind of pay attention to what 3 means. It means you're looking for a solid foundation. You haven't quite got there yet. If you are thinking about love and relationship as well too, you guys. All right. So again, like this is like really your tree though. So you're just doing crazy stuff because it's your tree. This tree's in your yard. You can handle it. It's not like, okay. If you are trying to get balance too as well, guys, just remember that there's a difference. Again, when I was talking about that throat chakra, remembering to think with your heart as well as your head. And also too, you guys, like spiritual balance. That's really important, but also physical balance as well too. Keeping your back straight. Also too, like kind of standing like a flamingo and seeing how long you can stand there. But again, just inviting that harmonious balance that we are looking for. When it comes to peace and joy, I heard somewhere too, you guys. Sometimes I'm gonna criticize a little bit, you guys. I'm sorry. But I heard somewhere in a commercial, you know how commercials can really get to you and like be a break. Sometimes it's good, but it seems like when it is good, it comes at the wrong moment. But when it's bad, it's like it comes at the wrong moment again. But she said somewhere again, she was like, oh, I think we're like happy. See, I know you can't even say the word. Like, it's like almost didn't even want to come out. It's like I was actually going to pronounce both P's as happy. Like half the time and half the time. No, you have to work really hard to be happy. Nobody can actually be happy 100% of the time. And yes, she said 50, but again, it's like, okay, so it's either 100% or it's 100%. It's not 100%. Okay, I don't need to put a seeing eyeglass, looking glass on top of those couple of zeros there to see that I can make glasses, or I'm going to need glasses because I'm going to have some sunshiny bright days looking into the sun. But anyways, you guys, there's the Hangman. You guys, I like when I was a teenager, I really struggled to reach happiness. Like it was the time in my life where I felt like I should have been the happiest. But again, with those life dealings, sometimes we don't know what hand we're being dealt. And again, that's why I come into the cards. But you guys, please only take what resonates with you guys. And listening to that sound resonance, we talked about that before too. And tuning into that right frequency. What kind of changes do we want to see? And those good changes. But surrendering to the divine, yes. And that feels good within my soul. That feels right. It feels right with my spirit. I feel like surrender to the spirit. Absolutely. Full moon, that's when I feel most tied to the moon. At full moon, I want to go outside. I want to look at the moon. I want to be out at night. I want to be tied into the moon. I want to be near the ocean. I want to hear the tides come in. I want that sound. Do I want to see dolphins? Of course yeah, that part. I love the ocean as well as far as that goes. But again, the ocean is crazy too, vast, mysterious, as well as the sky in the universe, okay? So surrender to divine, yes, I feel that. Okay, so whether divine masculine or divine feminine, surrender to the divine. Because what keeps us going in life. Okay, you guys, that's why it's so important to hold on to what we do have in life as well too. Okay, because that Fool card came out, and that's it's like being a brand new baby every day. Because what could life throw at you, you know? So but you don't know. So there's always that known, and there's always that unknown. And then again, but life doesn't come with hidden secrets because, again, that's life. All right, so surrender to the divine. Trust it. So it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So Aquarius, you could be dealing with somebody who's within the Aries sign. Aries birthdays are 3/21 to 4/19. Okay, and it's kind of got a really good picture here. what Aries looks like, they are in that fire element as well too. Air. I'm sorry, Aquarius, you are in air element. Okay, so but there's a lot of signs that have the word air in it, as well as Aries do. So that's why sometimes I get confused with the elements. But there's those 4 elements within the astrological home. Okay, and thank God for hot water. That's how I feel like it's looking like a hot pot of water. You put the stove on. Again, you got to add some heat, to the water. Sometimes you get that warm bath, those spiritual baths, those spiritual cleansings, those things that we like to keep clean. Like, again, I feel like there's somebody here that's, again, like they keep, they keep everything in order. It's like, again, like, I feel like that's good. Like, they have to have their space within it. It's like their sacred space. Everything has to be, they have their own OCD about it. Okay, so believe in the impossible. Wow. So Spirit Speaker just kind of spoke for us. And I feel like this is more like futuristic as well too. Because here, when I feel like impossible, like you're doing the impossible. You're really going on about, you're being the miracle that you are. Again, like not counting your blessings, but making your blessings count. Again, it's just like, okay, you're doing the impossible here. Some cards did flip over. I think that's too many to read. Let me see what else we have. But wow, only a few cards came out, but it just seemed like the cards have lots of messages today. So there's one here. Overall energy: expect powerful change. So you're being the change. Okay, you're not just like let life roll by, or you're taking it by chance and change. Just pull out some numbers. See what the numbers have to say. Hope you guys' evening's going okay. Hope you kind of set some of your intentions straight. And you're starting to see some of those manifestations happening. And those changes that come within a month. Because remember, the lunar cycle happens every 28 days. So Joker, so it's like, it's anybody's game here. I feel like this reading is for Aquarius, but it is general as well too. Again, if you would like to book a personal reading, those options are available within the channel, as well as my page, my Tanya Notes. You guys just Google me, ding me, do whatever you got to do. My Tanya Notes. Like Joker's wow, like set this card. Look at this card, because look, this Joker wants to come out too. So really, you guys have 2 Joker cards here. So if you have an idea of what you want your partner to look like, or what you want to see when you meet them, what you want them to be wearing, or something, that's a way to manifest. Because you're not making changes. You're just kind of like, you're setting yourself up for hope. I don't want you to be like, get the highest hopes, you guys. Again, like, we can't have caviar taste with spam money. And that's how it is a lot of times for me, you guys. Not to bring in money, because like those things aren't really important, but it's just a good example, because again, you have your own preferences, what you choose, what you want to see in your partner. Also as well too, I want you to set one of these Joker cards as your indicator card, what you want to see for yourself and in your life, in your future as well too. You guys, at the bottom, that 9 is just backing it up with those changes, and then that also seeking for that wish fulfillment as well too. Getting that comfort achieved that you're looking for, but it is wishful thinking. But don't look at it so much as a wish. Again, that's why it's important for that word manifestation, okay? Seeking out your life's desire, your cravings, okay? That what you have seen before, but yet you still yearn for, maybe. You guys, And then two is like, in this person to just love, if that twin flame journey is something that you're interested in, again, twin flames is the hardest. It's the hardest. They're the hardest. Like, seriously, twin flames are the hardest. Again, we both all do possess that divine feminine and that divine masculine, and we need to embrace that as well too, by surrendering to the divine as well. Here we have the Jack. Okay. So here I'm just thinking, because I can, right here, I can set myself up for a trap. I could say, hey, what this card really stands for and how I feel when I see this card. But I'm going to start with love, because I do see red in the card, and red is all about passion. It really is about passion. We can turn colors into something that we don't really like as well too. Like, can be some things, because we have learned some of those life lessons already through life as well too. When I graduated college, my colors were red and black. The school that my daughter goes to, her colors are red and black. One of my favorite artists, Trippie Redd, those are his favorite colors, is red and black. So again, but here too, I see those things, like, it's not so much hate all the time, you guys. It's like we're jealous, like we're so competitive with one another all the time. And it's like, it would be envious of even like someone who can smile, someone who can just, kind of just like lift their spirits and just be themselves. But we're so entertained with the fact of what, this image, this like fake image that we have about ourselves. Not saying that we're fake, but there's something that's been put out there already, that's kind of like a replica of saying this is how we should live our lives in this order. So again, with those awakenings, remember that number 10, and just think about some of those awakenings that we have about ourselves too, you guys. I'm telling you, like, angels don't, too, when you call on your angels in your life too, please stay away from stereotypical ideas of what angels look like. Okay, so I don't want to use words like that saying really goes. It's like, God don't care about the ugly, and he ain't too keen on the pretty. So again, it's like that, again, with finding that balance is too well. It's like it's all the time. So you have to really, you have to pay attention to these symbols, these signs, the colors, the numbers. Can't. So don't be telling yourself, I can't. Tell yourself that I can. You can. Okay, you can do this. Okay, because just is like just love. Just think about the love in this situation. Like, let your heart lead you, but you guys remember to stay centered as well too, in this passionate, in this loving relationship as well too, with yourself and with the partner that you seek and desire as well too, to take care of all your needs and your wants, because that's what it's really about, you guys, what you want and what you seek in love. Okay, and that person too, because it's fulfilling. It leaves you fulfilled, okay? You have voids in your life. People fill in those voids in your life, okay? So respect that. And we have to respect life as well too. Just like, even though I don't really care for the dolphins, you guys, as well too, I love the environment. I love animals. I can't really say nothing, you guys. There's like, I just don't want to start loving an animal and then something happens to them. You guys, I love chickens, but I eat chickens. I don't know what to tell you guys. But again, like, a way of looking at things. So just like, be familiar with your perspective, your preferences as well too, what you seek in a person. I do feel like, as far as financial success and prosperity as well too, those are like in order as well too, you guys. Harvest time is coming. Will be our harvest moon. That full moon is considered the harvest moon. It could either be in September or October. But the way that it works is whatever's close to our fall equinox, our autumn equinox, and our autumn equinox this year is around the 22nd. So this moon, September's moon, will actually be closer. So that harvest is going to be a little bit earlier this year. Okay, you guys? But there's your Ace of Pentacles as well too. That 4 is just backing it up, like saying, there's brotherly love here as well too. Anytime I see that 14, I think of CP. Okay, CP Montana promo. As well too, we was just talking about Trippie Redd. One of his nickname is Big 14. Okay, so yeah, we love you, love 14 too as well too. You got that 10. I think that there is just like from beginning to end, 10, 10 again, finding the truth, seeking the truth to yourself. You guys, the way I said that was kind of, you guys, because again, like, I don't know, I apologize if it did sound, I didn't mean to. But here is like my body's kind of warning me. So here I see like 415. And when I see this, okay, so let me explain this to you, okay? Because how that important was agape. Okay, thank you, agape. Okay, thank you. 101. Let's do a 101 with each other, 110. Because like a lot of times when we see 111, we think about those angel numbers, but we also have to think about those warnings as well too, you guys. So again, like sometimes when people fall into this poor welfare of themselves and to their environment and to circumstance, okay, when we do fall in that behind the lines, when sometimes we do find ourselves like that, falling or ready to take that leap of faith as well too. You guys, we have to think about these things as well too. We'll see that 111 with the beginnings as well too. There's new beginnings. So here it's like, okay, 514, death before life. Okay, so you have to think about that. So again, with those words that come here, okay, so death, life, then one. Okay, so we had that here too. So again, so and then also as well to life before death. Okay, so those things and paying attention to, okay, sometimes things ain't always in perfect order. Okay, so again, there's some type of replica out there, but again, like those life instructions sometimes can kind of contradict each other sometimes as well too. So that's why we have to be careful with what we say. It's again about that growth, what we say to others. Again, I have a natural mean look, so somebody could just look at me and be like, "Oh, this person doesn't like me," just because of the way that I look, because I have a natural mean look. My face expresses everything, you guys. But that's just a little bit about myself. So paying attention to this is too. And I want to just say to my twin flame, his forever. Because even though these numbers look like they could be something good, to me, they're not good. I don't like these numbers. To me, it's a human movement against the wave that comes. Again, like high school was really difficult for me. Yeah, I do have growths. I've grown. But when I hear about these type of things, it doesn't get easier each time. But yeah, there's like, again, I have to be careful with what I say. This is a love reading, you guys. King of Pentacles. So I'm glad that we are seeing that earth element here as well too. I'm all about healing Mother Earth. Okay, you guys, finding our purpose in life as well too. A purpose and a plan. Okay, you guys. So you do have this solid foundation here too. Again, those that are in your earth element are Virgo, Capricorn, as well as Taurus, you guys. So beautiful numbers on the board that we have here, you guys. Paying attention to life. Okay, so because we got with that 4, you guys. My family, we always like to say 4 when we see the 4s like that. So I'll go ahead and pull some of the what I have with the 4 here. See if we have some more numbers here. Why is this King of Pentacles here? So again, 4, you guys. So life. Think about those things. Life, love, and yours truly, okay? Montana notes. I do love you guys. So again, security, safety, and stability as well too. When you see those 4s too, paying attention to those changes. Again, how it influences your life as well too, you guys. And it's all about 5. When I see that 5, it's all about family, you guys. Okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. If you like to book a personal reading, I am available. And today's Love Tarot reading is up as well, too. Okay? So, take care and many blessings to yours and you as well, too. Thank you.